Hey yo, according to the WBA, this man Eddie Hearn is the promoter of the year. Ain't that a pile of bollocks? E-King Fight News, we got more on this, man. We got a whole lot more on this. Oh, this right here is like a bad joke. To call Eddie Hearn the promoter of the year, a guy who doesn't do any big must-see TV fights, to call him the promoter of the year is a pile of bollocks, man. It's bollocks. But you know what? It's the WBA, though. It's the WBA. So, I mean, we already know WBA's in his pocket, man. That shit. They just trying to give him a consolation prize for paying him off for all them rankings and shit, man. You see that WBA heavyweight rankings? That's all you need to see. That's all you need to see, guys. If you really want to understand corruption in boxing, just look at the WBA heavyweight rankings. Who the fuck is Trevor Bryan? Who is that guy, man? This guy no one's ever heard of. It now has made his way to number one. Anyways, you know what? Let's take a look at these WBA rankings, and maybe we can figure out how Hearn got this shit in the first place. Hold on a second. All right, like I said, WBA heavyweight rankings. You got Trevor Bryan. No one's ever heard of that guy. Jarrell Miller. I mean, you want to talk about bum squad? You really want to talk about bum squad? Jarrell Miller is the belly squad, man. He's the belly squad of the heavyweight division. And this guy fights nothing but bums. Frezzo Kendo. Come on, man. What kind of ranking? Who the fuck is Otto Wallen? Anyways, WBA. Oh, yeah, he's got Usyk, right? He's got Usyk. He's been in talks with Bivol, but he doesn't quite have Bivol. Does he have anybody in here? Nah. Not really. Callum Smith. There's another one at the super middleweight. He's got Callum Smith and he had Rocky. He had the regular champion, Rocky Fielding, who he sacrificed to Canelo Alvarez. He said, you know what? I got Callum Smith, so I can sacrifice Rocky bum-ass Fielding. Right? He doesn't have nobody in the WBA in terms of the middleweights, right? But he's trying to get Gennady Golovkin. We know he's trying to get Gennady Golovkin. Jarrett Hurd, Kell Brook, oddly enough ranked number 2 as super welterweight. Do I need to keep on going here? I mean, clearly Eddie Hearn put plenty of money in the WBA's pocket. Clearly. No doubt about it. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Eddie Hearn has bought himself. As far as I'm concerned, he's bought this shit. And that's the same WBA that basically saved Joshua, gave him a 24-hour deadline to make the Alexander Povetkin fight. It's the same WBA that did that and basically gave him a get out of negotiations free card because they dipped out of that shit real quick at the exact moment that Deontay Wilder says he's ready to make a fight for flat feet. You know, crazy shit, but okay, Eddie Hearn's the promoter of the year. Let's give it to him. Let's just give it to him, man. Unbelievable shit, man. That is unbelievable. But it's the WBA. So, that's what you get. That's what you get, man. These sanctioning bodies are so full of shit, man. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This guy put on one great boxing card. Did he put up one great card? Man, you know, to me, this guy is the UK promoter of the year. That's what I give him. I give Eddie Hearn the UK promoter of the year. This guy ain't no global promoter of the year. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. This guy ain't put one great card on in the US. Not one great card. Sure, he put some great fights on. He got Dillian White, Derek Chisori. That was a good fight. It was a good scrap. He had, Povetkin, Joshua was a good fight for a couple rounds. For a couple rounds, it was a good fight. Didn't last too long, though. That shit ended real early. Any other great fights this guy put on? Is there any other great fights? Parker versus White? Was that a great fight? It was a good fight. That was a good fight. I mean, does that get you Promoter of the Year now? I mean, Jesse Vargas, Thomas Delorme, was that the best fight he put on in the U.S.? Was that the best fight he put on in the U.S.? And this guy's Promoter of the Year? Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm not saying give it to Oscar, but Oscar put on Canelo versus Triple G. Oscar put on, he put on a couple decent fights. I'm not saying give it to Oscar. Honestly, might have to go to Bob Arum. Might be sneaky ass Bob Arum, who has the top 2 pound-for-pound fighters in the world right now. He's got Terrence Crawford looking for all the smoke. He's got Vasyl Lomachenko, who I believe is looking for all the smoke. He's got those 2 guys. He's putting on some pretty damn good fights. He's got Maurice Hooker versus Saucedo. He put on, that was a good fight. Lomachenko versus Linares is a good fight. Crawford versus Hearn was a good fight. But he didn't really excel in the heavyweight division. He had Andy Ruiz, who lost to Joseph Parker. And he also has Bryant Jennings, who hasn't really had any notable fights. So he kind of missed out on the heavyweight division. And that's around where Eddie Hearn was able to capitalize a bit and really bring up some of these UK guys. Some of these UK heavyweights got some shine with Eddie Hearn. No doubt about it. And he also had some hand in promoting Jarrell Miller, who isn't really... I'm not sure his stock has really improved over the past 8 or 10 months. Has he brought in any new stars into boxing? He's got some prospects. The best one being probably that dude Joshua Buatsi. That's probably the best prospect Eddie Hearn has right now. So is that worthy of Promoter of the Year? I'm going to leave it to you, man. I'm going to leave it. I mean, this year was kind of tough overall because you got the whole PBC putting on great fights, but who's promoting them? These fighters are promoting themselves over there. So if you want to give out awards, just give them out. Just give them out. Maybe the WBO will give Bob Arum, Promoter of the Year. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. WBA want to give out their little fake awards. Okay, that's cool. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Even if you're an Eddie Hearn fan, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Because, we'll give you that Eddie Hearn news whether you like it or not. So it is what it is. Peace. And hey, happy holidays. Happy holidays, man. But seriously, though. This is a load of bollocks right here, man. This is a load of bollocks. Y'all really believe this guy's Promoter of the Year? Y'all gotta let me know. Y'all gotta let me know if this guy's really Promoter of the Year. I mean, I give him UK Promoter of the Year. I don't give him no fucking... Not over in the US. Hell no. And has he really done any fights abroad? His main territory is the UK. He's tried to invade the US. Hasn't worked out for him. So, I mean, it is what it is. Right? The biggest fight he almost put on got canceled due to drug testing. That was Demetrius Andrade versus Billy Joe Saunders. So how is this guy promoter of the year? Y'all gotta let me know. I mean, and your go-to argument is, oh, well, he's got Anthony Joshua. Well, guess what, guys? How hard is Anthony Joshua to promote out here, man? Like, you gotta give it to him just because he's got AJ? I mean, anybody could take AJ and turn him into a star. I'm sorry. Anybody could have done that shit. Bob Arum could have done that shit. Oscar De La Hoya could have done that shit. Al Heyman could have done that shit. Frank Warren could have done that shit, man. I mean, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think, and we're out.